Hey, Rhonda here, and I thought I would share with you a peek into my process of doing an art journal page. This is one of my smaller albums that I love, and there was some bleed through from other pages. I think that that's an opportunity to either embrace them or to do something special with them. I grabbed some book pages from old books, some ledgers, and a dictionary page to add to the background. I like using liquid gel medium for laying these pages down. It dries a little quicker for me, which means I can get to the fun stuff, adding the layers of color and other textures. After this dries, with a little help from my heat tool, I will go in and add the next layer. One of my favorite tools is a simple ballpoint pen. You can do so much with it. It's permanent once it dries and creates such cool textures. I am journaling out some thoughts. I do this in my script so that, the journaling is just for me. Next, I grabbed a Blackwing pencil that I love to add some marks, and then layers of gesso. You'll notice that I'm not covering the whole page. Gesso is a binder. It's meant to prep whatever surface to grab a hold of the paint, but sometimes I like that paint to bleed through and be thicker in areas. I'm going to grab a white china marker and make some marks in the background. You may not see this right now, but as the layers of paint come on top, because it's an oil base, it will show through. I'm creating a wash or a glaze using GAC 100 or GAC 100 and some water and then some fluid paint. This is yellow ochre, which is one of my favorite colors. I want to create layers and depth, so you'll see me add some on, take it away, add some more on, and then again, my trusty dryer to dry it. The next layer is a sap green, and again, I'm going to do the same glaze, but it'll be a little more watery. I wanted to create this kind of fluid effect on the page. So I used both my paintbrush and my palette knife to spread it around. Leftover paint is always a good opportunity for book pages or deli paper or any kind of collage material. So you'll see me take that opportunity to create some of those just as I clean up my palette a little for the next layers. I'm taking an Arctic blue, a turquoise, and a white paint, and I'm using a brayer to bray on the background. I don't want it completely covered, so this gives me that opportunity to just lay paint down in a kind of haphazard way. I'm also going to, again, take that opportunity to create some collage papers. Back with my china marker, making another layer on top. This time I'm going vertical because everything is horizontal. It needs some height to it. The next blue is a dark kind of indigo blue. And again, it's a glaze that I'm going to layer on top and just drip down and create wonderful textures with this. Now this is a pretty thick layer of paint. You can see that it's still not quite dry, but the beautiful thing is that I can pull back some of that china marker and create these cool textures, and then I'm going to add in another layer, but this time with an oil pastel. Next, I take an acrylic marker and add some final layers to this page. I'm also going to take some white paint, kind of water it down to a milky kind of texture, and add some paint splatters along the background. I love this little technique. Here's some close-up because I don't feel like you can see all the textures, the cracks, the layers until you get up close and personal. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, click like and subscribe.